Hello and welcome to the Kent Voices podcast with me, your host, Charlie Gurr. Today's episode is all about how you can access health support here at Kent, from vaccinations to emergency contraception and making sure to register with a GP. So, without further ado, let's get on with the podcast. Okay, so I'm joined by Fran. Would you like to sort of tell me what your role involves and what you get up to and what's available on both campuses?
Okay, thank you, Charlie. I will. So I'm Fran, Francis Rintoul. I'm the lead nurse at University Nursing Service, so that means I run the unit for the University of Kent. I'm also deputy lead nurse at the University of Medical Centre, so I work across both sites. So in terms of University Nursing Service, you're really lucky because we're one of the only universities across the country that has a dedicated nursing service for the university, which has nurses on campus 24 hours a day during term time. So we run a walk-in service, which is 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. This is Monday to Friday. And then again from 5 p.m. until midnight. That's just walk-in, no appointments, okay? In between that, so 10 until 5, it's appointments, and they can be booked either via the medical centre or directly with nursing service, and I'll give you the phone number in a moment. At weekends and bank holidays, it's just a walk-in service, and that's 7 until midnight. After midnight, the nurse is there for emergencies, so you call security on 01227 823300, and they'll contact the nurse on your behalf, and the nurse will give you a call and then see you. Okay, so there's always someone there to help you if you're at all worried or need some support. So our number, the University Nursing Service number, is 01227 823503. It's always a good idea to give us a call because often we can help you over the phone and we can signpost you to places, but also then just say to you, no, absolutely come in and see us. So that's no problem. You might wonder what we can help you with, and we can help with minor illnesses, minor injuries, emergency contraception, which we organise via the medical centre. So that's Monday to Fridays. If it's a weekend, we can help you work out where to get that from. Okay. We can give you contraceptive advice, sexual health advice, help you to access STI screening, deal with urine infections, general health advice really and support, and we're there for emotional support and signposting. We have 2 inpatient bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, so if you're poorly and you're not well enough to look after yourself but don't need to go to hospital, then we can look after you. And they're really nice rooms, and it's a really great environment if you're feeling rubbish. Okay, and actually we can give you a cup of tea and a biscuit if that's all you need to make your day a little bit better. Okay, because sometimes you just feel overwhelmed and you need to come and see somebody and escape, and you can do that with us. So I have a lovely bunch of nurses that work at nursing service. They're all really friendly, really kind. We're kind of surrogate mothers in a way as well as nurses. Okay. And we're open and welcoming and non-judgmental, and we're easy to access. So we're next door to security on the main Canterbury campus, so just behind the library to the left-hand side. So come and find us. Okay. We can communicate with the med centre for prescriptions. If we see you and we think, actually, yeah, you do need treating, we can organise that by the medical centre. So we don't prescribe ourselves, but we can access that kind of care for you. So that's nursing service. In terms of Medway students, phone us, okay? That goes the same as Canterbury students. Phone us for advice and support, that's not a problem. But in terms of prescriptions and treatment, you'll need to be registered with a GP that's in Medway, okay? So close to wherever you're living. But we certainly can signpost you and certainly can give you advice on how to manage any minor illness or injury that you're struggling with, and we can work out where you need to go. Okay, there is a visual guide on the Kent University website for Medway students, and it is called Visual Guide Finding Health Support. And that will help show you where the local hospital is, the urgent treatment centres, nursing service number is on there, and it will highlight the kind of medical access that you have on Medway campus. Okay, in terms of the medical centre, it's really important that you register. So this now becomes your home. Canterbury becomes your home when you're a student at Kent University. And so if you were unwell and needed referring, even if it were physio or podiatry, or if you needed referring to a surgical team, you need to be registered here with the GP. Okay, so although they can see you as a temporary patient, that's for immediate care only. But ongoing care, you need to be registered. This university medical centre is set up for the students. So it's set up for the general population that surrounds it, but it's very focused on students as well. Okay, so we have lots of mental health support. We do lots of contraception, so we do implants and coils and pills and injections. We're really geared up for that, and it's really easy to access. And that's all free. That's a free service. So the Med Centre actually has a really great service. I'm biased. I can't say I'm not. I wish it was my GP practice because it is a really good service. And again, we've got a friendly, kind, caring team with really great doctors and a really great team of nurses. And we will help you. We will help you when you need it. Okay. In terms of the working week, so we do additional clinics on Saturday mornings. Mostly that's during term time, and there are some evening clinics. So you should be able to access appointments that work for you. And we link in with the university to provide medical letters. They're done free of charge. Okay, that's a service that's agreed for the students, that if they need medical evidence, if they need assessments, referrals, that gets done for you. So that's why I say register. It's really important for that dialogue when you're unwell between your medical provider and your university. Okay, so as a patient at the medical centre, because we'll be your registered GP service, you can access all your vaccines. So if you haven't had 2 MMRs, if you haven't had your meningitis A, CWY, if you haven't had your HPV vaccines, and all your standard vaccines, in fact, then they're free. They're part of the national schedule, and we can do those for you. We can organise travel vaccines for you. There's a process that you can go online at the medical centre website and do a travel document outlining where you're going, and that will trigger somebody to do the risk assessment for you. So it's a really great service.
Okay, Fran, thank you very much for coming on and letting students know what is available to them.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for on this episode of the Kent Voices podcast. This podcast was brought to you by Student Services at the University of Kent, and you can visit our site at www.kent.ac.uk/student services. And to find out more information about today's episode, you can visit umckent.co.uk/university-nursing-service-UNS.